we can keep that. And this, that can go in the recycling. And oh, hey guys, how's it going? Did you have a good week? Okay. Well, hey, I'm in our office / junk room right now, and I'm just doing a bit of tidying up because our office needed a bit of a clean. So I'm just going through some stuff, and you know, I've got some nuts and bolts for you, some things that belong to some things I know that's also want to keep those. And oh, whew, some smelly socks. I'm gonna wash. Oh, hey, my handy dandy measuring tape, we're going to keep that. But also, in my office, as I'm tidying up, I'm coming across some other things. Like this plug. And it looks good, but look, the wire's broken on it. So that needs to go out in the rubbish. And I've also got this empty packet of M&Ms. I don't know how they got there. Anyway, you know, maybe during this time we've been in lockdown and all this stuff is going on, maybe your parents or whoever you live with has said to you, hey, clean your room. Maybe not even during lockdown. Maybe just generally, people are always saying to you, hey, can you clean that mess that you made? Or can you help me tidy this up? Can you help me put the dishes in the dishwasher? Sometimes there's a time when we have to come together, or maybe sometimes on our own, come along and clean up some mess, right? Yeah. Well, hey, do you know, God says the same thing. Because our lives can be quite messy. Did you know that? Sometimes we can keep things in our lives that we don't really want to keep. Like, I've got this broken wire. I don't know why I've still got this broken wire. My guess is, it broke. I put it down one day and I said, hey, I'm going to chuck that in the bin in 2 minutes. And then I forgot about it and just left it there. And now, here we are. Broken wire still needs to go in the bin. And sometimes we just need to clean up. So I've got my measuring tape. Well, that belongs in my toolbox. But it's not in my toolbox because it's on the floor in my office / junk room. So now I need to put that back in my toolbox so I know where to find it next time I need it. And life can be the same. Sometimes our lives can be a bit messy. Sometimes we've got things in our lives that we shouldn't be keeping. Sometimes we've got things in our lives that could probably do with tweaking or putting back in the right place. You know, there's a verse in the Bible that says, take every thought captive for Christ. Well, what does that mean? Well, basically, it means that when you think about something, when you're about to do something, take a moment and say, hey, is God okay with what I'm about to do or say or think or react? Let's give you an example. Maybe somebody's being mean to you.
Look at that boy over there with long hair. Long hair on boys is gross.
And a thought pops into your head and you think, I'm going to say this thing because that's mean as well. Taking that thought captive for Christ, thinking about it, putting it in a bubble and saying, hey, would God be okay with me saying something mean back? Or would God rather me be kind and say, do you know what, I'm not going to argue with you? Which one would God want me to do? Or say somebody comes along and takes something from you.
Ooh, donkey!
Hey, that's my donkey! And you think, hey, I'm not having that. I'm going to push him over and maybe give him a kick. Well, let's take that thought captive. Let's say, hey, what would God want me to do in this situation? Or maybe it's an emotion. Maybe someone says something to you. Maybe someone does something to you and you get really angry.
Comic books are for nerds.
Or someone says something to you that makes you feel bad about yourself.
You're really useless, you know that.
Oh. Maybe they call you a name and you think, oh, maybe that's true. Maybe I am useless. Maybe I am silly. Maybe I am whatever. Well, God says you need to take those thoughts captive as well. You know, because when people call us names, it's because hurt people hurt people. So when someone calls you a name, you have to take that thought and say, hey, that's what that person thinks, but what does God think about me? And you know, we know that God loves us very much. We know that God loves us so much that he sent Jesus to die for us. And no matter what other people think of you or call you or say about you, God loves you. And what God thinks about you is more important than what other people think about you. And sometimes more important than what you think about yourself. So, as I'm sitting here cleaning up my office, maybe you were sitting there thinking about cleaning up your bedroom or taking those dishes from under your bed or putting your clothes in the wash basket or whatever it is that you've got to do to clean up. Hey, remember, when you're cleaning things, it's also a good idea to clean your mind and clean your life. What do we mean by that? We mean thinking, does God want me to do this, say this, or think this before we do, say, or think things? Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another Hope Kidz Online today. Do me a favour. Again, there's no craft this week. But what I want you to do is I want you to let me know what you think about this new format of Hope Kidz. I don't want to just do this and nobody enjoys it. I don't want you to see it and be like, oh, I'd rather it go back to the old way. Or I like doing this, but I didn't like doing that. Hey guys, let me know. Get me some feedback either in the comments below, or if you can message me another way, message me another way. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. I'm pretty much anywhere there's places to be. So let me know what it is you think of this new format. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Give me your feedback and send me in your photos of things that you love to do. Okay? And maybe we'll pop them at the end of next week's video. Guys, thank you again. I hope you've learned something. I hope you had a great time today. And we'll see you next week for another Hope Kidz Online.